So hey guys, welcome to Appalachia's Homestead. Now, it's busy today here in West Knoxville. James, how do you feel about driving today? I'm trying to film, he's trying to drive, so give the man a break, right? So listen, we've had to run a couple of errands today. James is home, so we've come on out to do a couple of things. And we decided to, on our way around, we went by Costco in West Knoxville. From what I understand, by the way, give me a hug in my tracksuit, in my Costco, it's tricky. Yeah. I told James, I'm like, am I going back to Cali with LL? We'll have to call Jeremiah. He can sing the, I'm going back to Cali song, right? I don't think he's going back to Cali. You know we're talking about our buddy Jeremiah Bay. But anyway, so we're running a few errands, and you know, this whole thing with we've talked about this over the last week, and everybody and your mama is too, okay? So I get it. But I think it is a good time to continue to discuss this moment that we are in terms of the government shutdown, EBT, SNAP, whatever shenanigans they're pulling, messing with control, you want to control the people, then control the food. Nothing is going to terrorize a mama worse than her thinking that her kid's not going to have food. So, I mean, whether these people need to be on the system or not is not the argument. I mean, it is what it is. And we know there's a lot of corruption within the system, but the fact is that, what are we looking at? 42 million people here in the United States are receiving benefits. That's 12% of the population, folks. 12% of the population. And I don't know anybody that likes that or wants to see that, but what we're getting at, and this is where you probably are too. Now, if you've been preparing for a long time, you're probably not super stressed. And this is where you want to be. This is where people should always strive to be in case there is ever an emergency. Also to continue to put themselves into a position where they are more sustainable to grow their own food. This is why you saw this massive move over the last 15 years into homesteading. A little bit more preparedness, etc., etc. I mean, just look around. I mean, do we need to revisit the last 2,000 videos that I've made or you've watched? Probably not. So what did we do today? So we're running a couple of errands. We've got a couple more to run, whatever. So I'm not making a big deal about it. I've gone through my pantry and I've looked around. As you know, we have cleaned up, redone. We've purged some things out of our pantry. Not too much, mostly things that just had expired, really, frankly. Gone through our freezers. So, you know, we know some things that we have. We also know where we have holes in our pantry. We also know and are more aware of things that we are going to eat or enjoy eating, or things that work better for our health. We're James, are you going? Let's put James on the spot. James, are you still considering going full carnivore?
No, not full.
Not full now.
But close.
Right. So what are some of the items that you think you might keep, even if you go further into carnivore? What are a few things that we've been eating that you enjoy or want to keep for a while for now?
Carrots. That's the first thing that comes to mind.
Do people see what I have to put up with over here? James, what are you going to eat? A carrot? Hey, it's easy for me, right? You like, no, sweet potatoes, yeah. a certain few vegetables. That's mainly it. You're really avoiding mostly bread, all of these things. Processed foods, carbs. So we're really trying to avoid a lot of breads, sugary treats, pastries, pasta, things like that. So here's what I'm saying. Are these things, some of these things still in our pantry? Yes. Those are our backups for backups. We never got rid of all of that. But at the same time, we're trying to focus more on higher protein, meats, etc., etc. So I went through the pantry, we talked about a few things, and I said, it doesn't hurt for us to grab a few things this week. Whether it is a situation of what happens November 1st through the 3rd, whatever the date specifically is, if something happens, the goal is that we don't have to go out and be stressed. we are in hopes and in prayer that this resolves itself. Now, I still think that it probably will. We'll see. I don't know. There's parts of me that think something could happen just because, you know, you have political sides trying to push a point up about the other. And I certainly have my opinions about it, and I know he does too, but here's where I want to fall with, is making sure you've got the basic items that you need. So what did we do today? So far, we picked up, I got my sprouted oats. Do I have some at home? Yeah. But do I get an extra pack? Yes. Do I have oatmeal already on the back burner as a backup? Yes. But some of these things we've transitioned to, I've made sure that, can I go a solid 30, 60, 90 days? I'm trying to inform you and I'm trying to encourage you to go as far out as you can in terms of, you know, the basic items that you like to eat, that your kids like to eat, so that you don't have to stress going out. Obviously, eggs are great. Obviously, your meats are a no-brainer, even if they're canned. Putting things in the freezer, your hamburger, your ground turkey, that's a no-brainer. You know, you have also things that you might need for your pets. Do you have a certain type of cat food or maybe a certain type of cat litter? What about an extra cleaning supply or two? You know, little things like that. Here's what I'm saying. So today I focused on just a few packs of vegetables. I focused on also a few things such as cleaning supplies, cat food, just basics, so that if nothing happens, and I'm not saying it is or it isn't, but what I am saying is I went, okay, I'm getting these items right now, and if nothing happens, I know for a fact that we have these items at least for the next 30, 60, 90 days. So here's the bottom line. Basically, I just saw that the Democrats just voted down reopening the government for the 13th time. That's what's running right now on Instagram within the last 2 hours. So before I came into this segment that we're in right now, I opened up Instagram because I had a message or whatnot, and I saw that. So here we are on Tuesday, 2:34 in the afternoon on the 28th, and everything is still not looking good. It's still looking like it's a standstill. So pray on it. Let's have hope for it. But at the same time, this is a great learning opportunity for everybody. Number one, you should already know, if you've lived through the last 5 or 6 years, which you obviously have, you know that on the flip of a dime, within a very short time period, things can happen. And then you go, oh, I don't have this in my pantry. I didn't have that. I thought I had more of this. So things can get out of hand. Things can escalate quickly. So again, this is the third time within the last 5 to 7 days that I have said to you, this is what we openly discuss on this channel. You always want to try to do your best to make sure that you have at least a 30-day run of everything that you would need for basic essentials in your home. How this will go, I don't know. But again, what are the things that you need for your health? What are the things that you need for warmth? What are the things that you like and need to eat? What about your kiddos? What about your mama and your papa? What about your farm? What about your pets? So, like I said, I got some things today that did I necessarily need today? No. Will I need them in the next 30 days? In a survival situation? Probably not. Are they things that I know that I enjoy? Are they things that I know that I prefer? So my attitude was, and still is, if nothing happens, praise God. But at the end of the day, I've got items that I know for a fact that I will use in the next 30 days or by Christmas. So they're not going to go to waste. This is the beauty of being prepared. This is the beauty of having a pantry. This is the beauty of having getting into a major, what is going to traffic? Oh, the lane is shifting, I see, due to construction. See, here in Deep West Knoxville, things are changing rapidly. The growth is unbelievable. The houses that are going up, the new supermarkets that are going up. There's been a lot of great change here, specifically outside of Knoxville. It's pretty tremendous. But just stay cool, stay calm, do the best that you can with what you have. Don't get sucked into the minutia of panic. Bottom line, you need to be using situational awareness. Can you think of anything with how things are going right now, honey? You know, what would you tell people to do? I have a few things in mind, but I think you may go there, so I'll wait. What are items or things they need to check just to make sure that you're squared away should something happen?
Well, remember, winter is coming if you're in the northern hemisphere, so everything for warmth that you would need that you may not have checked on yet this year, things you can start a fire with, wood, gas, propane, whatever else it is that you use to heat your house.
Clothing,
yeah,
right?
winter clothing, coats, jackets, socks,
right? Personal safety items,
right?
anything that you need in that department, make sure it's always with you. Hello?
Yeah.
Do you have enough of the assets that go with those items? Hello? Are they operational? Hello? Because you may be the most peaceful person on the planet, all right? And you have to make an emergency run to the Publix to pick up a medication for your mama, and somebody decides to show out today. Not saying that's going to happen, but what if it did? And that could happen today. That could have happened last week. You just weren't there when it happened, okay? This happens every single day. So are you going to be able to handle that? Because regardless of what happens, you know as well as I do, right? And as he knows, and you all know out there as well as, like I said, but you may be the only person within a mile radius of your home that's prepared for 30 days. So what does that mean? That means people are still going to be going to school, maybe going to work, going out. So obviously if you live in a rural area, a more spread out area, you may live in a spot that's not going to see as much civil unrest. But if you live downtown or near downtown, or in an area that's, got some problems, or a big city we know, you're probably expecting to see some problems. So how do you prevent that? Do as much as you can to stay at home, not trying to scare anybody, not trying to make you a hermit. It's just common sense. So do the best that you can. Anything else you can think of? No. Just stay ahead of the game. We'll keep you posted. You keep us posted. We'll look out for each other. We're going to keep praying on it. And guys, what are we doing, honey? I think we're going to hit one more spot just to pick up on a couple of things. And we got to go put up some more barn. We're going to hit the gym. And then we've got to go take care of all of our critters. All right, guys, like, subscribe, and share. Pray, prep, and be peaceful. Just keep an eye on everything. Use common sense that God and Granny gave you. Pray, prep, and be peaceful, and we'll see you on the next video.